Coffee dates are cheap, and it shows how much he values you, and that's not much.
I don't know why y'all be thinking like, y'all men are not the reason why women are the way we are nowadays. Like, listen, we spent a lot of our younger years trying to be in love with y'all while y'all was growing through puberty and y'all hormonal stages and y'all in the prime, the 20s, and y'all wasn't standing up when y'all was having children. Okay.
A man can manipulate you with a lie and he can manipulate you with the truth. But the men who really are master manipulators, they're the ones that's going to tell you the truth because they understand that you're going to tell yourself a lie in order to stay connected to them. You meet him and he be like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm not ready for no relationship. But he still wines and dines you, still brings you flowers, still spends the night with you, still has sex with you, does all the things that he would do if he was in a relationship with you. And you fall for that and you say, well, why you treating me like this if you don't want to be with me? He going to be like, I told you I didn't want to be in this relationship. That's the trick.
A little bit of house cleaning before we get started. For those who've been rocking with me from day one, I appreciate your support. For all those who may be new here, coming in or out the door, for me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. Every bit of your engagement absolutely helps promote me into the YouTube algorithm. I thank y'all for the support. Now let's get to it. Drop the video. Let's go.
Coffee dates are cheap, and it shows how much he values you, and that's not much. Now, when we're talking about coffee dates on the first date, he doesn't value you at all. Honestly, he don't know you well enough to value you. Your value lies in who you are as a person and your characteristics and what he gets to know. So how can he value someone he doesn't know yet? It just don't make sense to me. Y'all have these unrealistic standards and ways of thinking that is ultimately to your own detriment. That's it. That's all. Peace, love you guys.
I agree. An initial investment of value should be determined by the person who's doing the investment. And if a man doesn't know you, he doesn't have the information to put a value or attach a value to you to invest. It takes time to figure out if someone is worth an investment. And you ladies just, especially the ones who think coffee dates or walks are not suitable for a first date, you want all the goods and gifts up front because you know once the man realizes through time and effort that you're not worth the investment, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, you're gonna lose out. And this is an attempt by those women who don't have anything to bring to the table outside of their looks and what they may do in the bedroom to get things up front before the person discovers they're not worth it. And if you're so sorely lacking in character and substance that you have to be taken out on absorbent, expensive dates simply because you know once a person gets to know you, there's nothing to you and they're going to leave you alone anyhow, then maybe take some time away from the dating market. Go get help, go get therapy, get therapized, and figure out why you're not worth someone to invest in and maybe fix yourself before dating. Let's go to the next one.
I don't know why y'all be thinking like, y'all men are not the reason why women are the way we are nowadays. Like, listen, we spent a lot of our younger years trying to be in love with y'all while y'all was growing through puberty and y'all hormonal stages and y'all in the prime, the 20s. And we was trying to love y'all through that. But y'all drug us, y'all dug a hole in our heart. You feel me? And y'all just was doing real retarded shit. Y'all wasn't standing up when y'all was having children. Okay. And so now women are in their 30s, they're in their 40s, and they are looking better than fucking ever, okay? We having our way. We having our way, yo. Like, boo-boo, Sugarfoot. That's your fault. You gotta take Viagra, now you wanna be in love. You should've wanted to love while it was longer, stronger, still standing up. Sucks, don't it? Ha! It's your fault. It's your fault. I said what I said. Y'all have a good day, though.
Blaming someone else for your poor decisions. Blaming someone else for your unsuccessfulness in the dating market is childish. If you had a set of standards in your early life when you're in your 20s that you stayed on, stand 10 toes down on, and didn't waver from those standards, then your success in the dating market would be assured. Not 100%, because there's nothing in life that's guaranteed. But the problem isn't that men, when they get later on in their life, want to be in love and settle down. I got a newsflash for you, ma'am. Most men don't hit their financial stride until their late 30s, early 40s. So they're not financially viable to sustain a relationship in their younger age. So men have to wait later on in life to actually initiate something serious in regards of a relationship. If not, they're not going to be successful because, as you may know, a lot of women, especially you women online on social media, want to be at the finish line, not running track with the man to build himself up. You want to wait at the finish line for the end product. So if you're not willing to build with a man, how long do you think it takes for a man to build himself up? I've already told you about the numbers. It takes mid 30s, late 40s for a man to hit his financial successful stride. So these men are not being damaged. Sure, some may be damaged and dysfunctional in their late 40s or whatever and coming back to now found relationships and love. They're simply waiting because we live in harsh economic times where everyone is struggling. Before they initiate a relationship, they want that relationship to be successful. And men's success in a relationship, not solely, but a majority of that success is based on his financial stability. All this other shit you said doesn't matter, because if a man isn't financially stable, his relationship success isn't going to be that viable to start. So you just sat here on your bed sideways just to shame men because you think that women in their 30s and 40s have it going on, because y'all all seal clap for each other and tell each other that that y'all are tens and that y'all got it going on and y'all boss bees. But that's not the reality, because most of you work in retail. So I don't know where all this stuff is coming from. It's just another example of the misandry that's rampant on social media. And congratulations, you're part of it. Let's go to the next one.
A man can manipulate you with a lie and he can manipulate you with the truth. But the men who really are master manipulators, they're the ones that's going to tell you the truth because they understand that you're going to tell yourself a lie in order to stay connected to them. I've even heard a quote that said, you don't even have to lie to a woman. If she likes you enough, she gonna lie to herself. And this is how you end up getting tied up with a man who not gonna give you anything you need. You meet him and he be like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm not ready for no relationship. But he still wines and dines you, still brings you flowers, still spends the night with you, still has sex with you, does all the things that he would do if he was in a relationship with you. And you fall for that and you say, well, why you treating me like this if you don't want to be with me? He gonna be like, I told you I didn't want to be in this relationship. That's the trick. The truth gives him the power over you because you get to make all your decisions. And then when you start tripping on him and telling him, well, you did this and you did that and I thought this and I thought that, he's gonna be like, no, but I told you. So I know that most men who are really manipulative don't even be lying to women. They tell women the truth. The only difference is they'll tell you the truth, I'm not ready for a relationship, but they'll do the exact opposite of what they said. So if what he says is not matching what he's doing, then 9 times out of 10 you are being manipulated. If he tells you he loves you, but he's not doing anything to prove that to you, that's manipulative too, because he'll tell you what you want to hear, but he will never do the things that align with what he's telling you. So how do you know you're not being manipulated? Words match with actions consistently. And the minute the words stop matching the actions or the actions stop matching the words, you know that this is not a serious person. Consistency is the telltale sign of if a motherfucker real with you. But I believe in trusting your intuition, asking God to reveal people to you, making sure that you don't give so much of yourself to where you invest too much and you feel like once you find out the truth, you can't walk away. Because that's what we do. We fall in love with behaviors and with words before we give people time to prove if that's who they genuinely are. Don't just see how they treat you. See how they treat other people. See how they treat waiters and waitresses. How do they treat their parents? What do people tell them about themselves? What do their families say? Have you been around him in different rooms and different environments? Have you seen the way he interacts when he's angry? Have you seen how he acts when he's under stress? Have you seen how he is when he's away from you and when he's with you? That's how you will know. That's how you'll know. Time and patience.
The truth is never manipulation. The manipulation comes from self-delusionment. If a person tells you, i.e. a man, tells you that he doesn't want something serious and he's not ready for a relationship, guess what? You have complete control and autonomy over your own person. You can say, not for me. I want a relationship and I'm dating with intent. So nice to meet you, nice knowing you, but I can't rock with this because I want to be in a relationship. If you're dating with intent and you know you want to be in a relationship, why are you dealing with someone who clearly does not? I know why. Because you're attracted to the guy, and a lot of women feel that they can change his mind if they allow him to, you know, sleep with him, entertain him, do all these things, give him the girlfriend experience without being his girlfriend, that somehow will change his mind. But if a man is telling you he doesn't want to be in a relationship, take him at his word. Believe him. And for this content creator here, to sit and say that men are manipulating women because they're doing everything that a man would do in a relationship, did it ever cross your mind that these guys are just being nice, polite, and generous and kind? And they're not dogging you out because they don't want to be in a relationship? Maybe they're just treating you with respect as a fellow human being, which you ladies claim that men don't do. But when you get it, then you say it's manipulation. She's not the only creator I've heard say this, that when a man says he doesn't want to be in a relationship up front, that's a form of manipulation. This is, quite frankly, a little trend that they're doing on social media right now, especially on TikTok. It's not manipulation. The only manipulation is you deceiving yourself from the truth. No one can control the fact that you have deluded yourself enough to believe that when someone tells you that they don't want to be in a relationship with you, and simply because they treat you well means that they're doing relationship things, and that you should take that as a sign of they actually do want to be in a relationship. Who's to blame for that? You are. You put yourself in that scenario. And to act as if someone is deceiving you by telling you the truth, it's just another attempt to shuck and jive accountability that we see that's rampant on social media. Take accountability for your own actions. If you choose to engage with someone who's clearly told you they don't want to be in a relationship, guess whose fault that is? It's yours. It's your fault. Don't mess with that person. Send them on their way. And you won't have these issues of being quote unquote tricked into a relationship with someone who doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. That's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Get it cracking in the comments. I'll see y'all in the credits. 2 fingers. Peace. I'm out. Getting tired of this stuff, man. Black Jesus.